Hey, this is DM Allen. Thanks for joining us once again for another week of awesomeness. Let's just get it started. Last time on Roll with Advantage, you see her eyes are glowing slightly, almost with the radiant light like Bon, but it's darker. It's got like that glow, but it is not radiant light.
Oh, that shiny thing.
It says mountain.
Dude, that's a piece of 6. Grab that shit.
She's got this very ornate looking sword in her hand. It's got these jewels on it and this obsidian blade.
Not even sure she's the bad guy. Oh, God. I fall onto her to restrain her so that she will be grappled and will be unable to move.
Whatever we do, we don't want to wake it. It sleeps currently.
Sleeping Kraken is good. So we should go, but I'm guessing not by water.
You see a Kraken pulling its way through the cavern. It is the biggest thing you've ever encountered. You're not sure that you're able to get out of range of any mental effects that it might have. Kenyon, your mind goes blank. And Kenyon, you feel like this white hot burning in the center of your brain, and
I feel something in my brain.
This is a first. And then you feel this like connection being made. You see a few things flash by your mind's eye. You see this like radiant being made of like pure fire. It's very like humanoid, and in the center of its chest it has a yellow flame, so different flames in the center of its chest, and it outlines the symbol that you see Tin carry around with her, the symbol of Lathander. Then you see towns, and you're destroying these towns. Your tentacles are wrapping around their gates and demolishing their navies. And then you see this sun-like figure turn its back on you. You felt accomplishment, like the war is completed, the war is done. And that's when this Lathander-like figure turns his back on you. And you feel like this burning hate and disuse, like you've been discarded. While you're experiencing this, though, Bon, on the ship, you see Kenyon, and he's pointing towards you. And he says,
"You, with the piece of 6, give me it now."
Dude, we've been over this.
And you see his eyes are like completely clouded over, and then you hear from Keo, like up in his as he's like scrambling up to his nest. You hear he's like, I don't think that's Kenyon.
I say, Slar Krethel?
Fool, give me the piece of 6 now, or I shall destroy you all.
What will you give us for it?
Your lives.
Well, you got anything else?
I am not entertained, mortal.
Listen, all I'm saying is it was really hard to get it, and I'd like to keep hold on to it, unless there's substantial reason to give it back.
Enough!
And Kenyon, you're now standing on your ship again, your hands outstretched, and you feel like this rage in your face, like your muscles have been like scrunched, like an angry war face, and like you relax the muscles, and yeah, you're back on your ship. Okay, everybody roll initiative, please.
I'm at 8.
Not a great start.
No?
4.
I think I roll with advantage, though. because I'm a barbarian.
Yeah, you do.
Oh God!
Is it worse?
How's that advantage 3?
two threes. Woo!
I'll start things off with a 12.
Yeah, you're going first.
Oh no.
I'm gonna guess that Slar Krethel might be going first.
Devo's got a 17. Keo has a 4 plus 3, 7. And then Sklar gets 17. Devo just kind of like drags Boo's body to one side of the ship, like near the handrail, so that like if anything were to happen, hopefully that handrail keeps stuff from hitting her, if that makes sense. Basically just like trying to keep her away from being hit by any like ranged attacks or anything like that. And then she orders, she says to Bond, she says, "Get on that ballista there," and uses a superiority die to do so. So you are able to use your reaction to move towards that ballista if you'd like.
Okay, I move towards the ballista.
Okay. Slar seems to do nothing. So your ship is 120 feet up in the air, and there's a gentle easterly wind blowing, and you guys move at roughly 60 feet around. That's what the sails are able to capture with how gentle the wind is up here. You see in front of you the clouds start to darken and like coalesce into this like miniature storm. You guys get
Healing rain, healing rain, healing rain.
healing rain. Yeah, a 20-foot radius of this sleet storm falls upon your ship at the start of the ship, so your ship is moving through it. You take... Everybody needs to... everybody who's up on deck. So I believe Minette and Tin might be below deck still from the grabs encounter. So it's everybody else. Bon, Kinney, and Keo. The whole shebang. Deck save for me, please. What do you guys got?
14.
13.
Okay, 41 points of damage to all who fail. Half as much for those who succeed. Bon, you see your sister get pelted. And
What kind of damage is this?
this is bludgeoning damage. And then you also take some cold damage as well, but not nearly as much.
Getting hit with chunks of ice, can you?
Yeah. So 15 points of cold damage. And Keo looks to be protected by like just all the debris that he's climbing through up the thing, and he's not taking nearly as much damage.
Ouch.
Yep. Okay. It is it's Bond's turn.
I fire the ballisti.
Okay. So real quick, how ballistas work is it takes a action to aim it, an action to shoot, and an action to reload it.
Okay.
You can use your action to aim, and it's already loaded. So next turn, unless you've got something that gives you another action, next turn you'll be able to fire. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Tin, what are you doing? Going up on top?
Yes, making my way to the top of the ship because I'm assuming that I can hear things happening.
Oh yeah. And when you get up on top, you see Solar Krethel, the Kraken, down below, and this is the first time you've ever seen Slar. And what you see is this like he's got like these scar tattoos all over what exposed body there is in the from the water, and you're seeing a lot of like writing that you recognize from historical scripts and stuff like that from religious texts. Very similar to like what would be in like spell texts and things like that. And let's see. You have an action if you'd like to take it.
Okay.
120-foot distance.
I am going to use my prayer beads to cast Bless on Kinian, Bon, and Keo.
All right. When you do that, you see like some black clouds form between you and the Kraken, and lightning shoots forth from the clouds and strikes at the bottom of the ship. The ship takes 4d10 lightning damage, 26 points of lightning damage. Keo reaches the repeater and is and like looks down and around and sees Bon on the ballista. Tin, were you making any indication of taking over a ballista or no? Okay. And so he twins haste on Devo and Bon, and that is his turn. Kinian.
It's still sleet storming?
Nope, it is a single effect. But what you do notice is like after this like really fast ice storm happens, you see there's like this ice that's hanging off of the sails, and the balloon is slightly deflated, and you're kind of feeling this like lightness in your stomach as you're starting to slightly fall altitude.
Okay. I don't know.
So if you're looking for options, you can attempt evasive maneuvers with the ship. You could take over a ballista, or you could cast punch.
Cast punch.
I drink a potion.
A healing potion.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do kick off a rage.
Okay.
So you see my feet start to blur a little bit,
Nice.
and horns appear on my head.
Like many of them, like Darth Maul style, or two.
Like 2 or 3, but
Okay.
people can't really tell
Sure.
because I've got my
Your headdress on?
my fake hat on right now
Oh, okay.
from Keo's, like making this look differently.
Yep.
I move within 30 feet of Bon, however.
Okay.
I'm guessing that since Keo is not flying with his broom, that I have not returned it to him.
Probably not
Yeah.
yet.
Yeah, I think that's true.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's canon.
I'm not sure if it's going to be wise for me to leave the ship.
You'll find out.
Okay, then.
Fly under it.
It is
Yeah.
storming
Fly under it to avoid
Only-
the sleet.
and
Yeah,
thunder,
to avoid
lightning.
the sleet and then, stand in the way of the lightning that's coming up from the Kraken.
It's some weird ass lightning.
Yeah.
I'm just going to look overboard and try and shoot the Kraken.
Okay. So you look overboard and you also see these like burn marks that look fairly arcane. Go ahead and attempt your attack.
Attempt. Come on.
24.
24. That is going to.
Better fucking
Yeah, that hits.
Kraken
Right?
is
I
fucking
was
huge.
like,
Yeah.
32 points of damage.
Okay. What kind of damage? Sorry.
Some of it's piercing, some of it's thunder.
Okay. 32.
And
Okay.
then I'm gonna, obviously get duck under cover. And
Yeah.
reload. And
So
whatever.
I'm kind of imagining like you run up next to Bond's sister, and like she's just like crumpled like a pile into like this corner, and you're not too far from her, and you've got your gun up on the handrail as a steadying device, and you're just taking pot shots. Just goof, goof, goof. Devo runs using her haste to get to the other ballista, and she aims and fires it. Ooh, she misses terribly. It is Slar's turn. The ship has started falling now, not like a direct drop, but is moving forward and moving downward with the weight of the ice on the sails and the deflated balloon. It has lost altitude now. It is somewhere in the 100-foot range. You see Slar get kind of antsy, and he throws, one of his tentacles comes up and like throws a giant shark towards the ship.
Is there a Sharknado?
No, the shark misses completely. It was definitely not close enough in range. And then you see like.
Can we write that down for XP? Because there's no way that thing's living through
surface tension is a real thing. And then you see Bond. You see this like red dot like appear right next to your shoulder, and it's starting to float across the down the ship. It's your turn.
Red dot.
Yep.
It's a laser pointer.
It's probably nothing. I fire the ballista.
Go away, red dot.
So I just do a d20 plus 6.
Yes. Yep.
Nice. That'll hit.
Yeah, that's a 22.
Oh yeah, that hits.
All right, it does things. So that sucks.
It's just straight damage. There's no mod.
All right, 8 piercing damage and 13 radiant damage.
Okay. So you grab onto this ballista, and it starts like shining with radiant light as you're pulling the trigger. The bolt is then imbued with that light, and it shoots forward almost like a guiding bolt, and it strikes into it. When it hits the Kraken, the bolt like splinters against its carapace, but you see like the radiant damage like burns him.
Sucker.
So how much radiant damage?
13.
13.
And then haste gives me a second action, right?
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna jump up off the ballisty.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Gust of Wind into our sails.
Nice. Okay. This will actually put you ahead of Slar as he's pursuing towards the east.
I also yell out, Kinian, go to the shore.
Is it just Kinian that looks really hurt, or do I remember other people being kind of seriously injured?
Keo looks fine. Devo looks fine.
Bond, do you look fine?
Fine-ish.
Keo took damage and is a weakling.
Oh yeah, that's right. He did take damage. Yeah, he's not looking great, but he's also quite the distance away from you. It's like a massed up.
Okay.
So I wouldn't worry about him too
So
much.
right now, I am just going to cast Heal on Kinian.
What's that do?
You get 70 hit points.
Holy shnikes.
And if you are blind, deaf,
Shit, son.
or diseased, you no longer are those things.
I like tin. Remind me to stock up on alcohol
Yeah.
again.
Yeah, that's right. Keo uses his action to aim the repeating ballista, and he pulls this lever, and it pulls up this elevator as Supper's like lifted up into the air, and it pulls Supper up into the air, and Supper jumps in the hamster wheel, which is used to like reload the crossbow. And it's Kenyon, your turn.
The storm clouds have made it dim light.
Yes. Yep.
I jump off the ship.
Okay.
And as I'm descending, I would like to... How far do you think I've fallen a turn?
I think it's
There's-
60 feet?
Yeah,
60?
it's in Xanathar's.
Okay,
but
so-
60.
And we're 100 feet up right now.
Yep.
Mhm.
I'm going to throw 2 javelin at Slarkrethel.
And then grab onto your cape. Is that the idea?
I don't think I'll have the opportunity to.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Because it's going to blow my action, basically. Unless it's, like, considered an item interaction if I'm going to be grabbing at my cloak. You can adjudicate, but I don't care. I'm just jumping off.
Okay. Okay.
2 hits. And we got 9 non-magical, 10 non-magical.
You see the spears like land in like these cracks of the carapace. But they just look wedged in there. They don't look like they've done anything.
No damage?
None.
Great.
Well,
I've made an attack.
Woo!
the ship takes 16 points of lightning damage. So Manette.
Yeah, I'm keeping that roll.
Yeah, that's fine.
So I shoot him in the eye.
Yeah.
That'd be the spot.
Yeah.
46 points of damage.
It is Devo's turn. Devo is going to say... Let's see. Battle Masters can tell someone else to take their attack, right?
If they give up one of their attacks, they can use a maneuver that consumes their bonus action that allows another person to attack.
Okay, so that's what she does is she yells at Minette. She says, "Again!"
Me?
Yeah.
I get to attack again?
Yeah.
Because you just did a boatload of damage.
Does he get to add her superiority die to his damage?
He does.
Yeah.
2 damage?
So
Yep.
To
Alan
damage.
rolls a d10 for, I imagine, at her level.
1 point of extra damage.
Boo.
Yeah, subpar damage here. 21.
21. All right. It is Sklar's turn, and you see that red dot has now like made it towards the center of the ship, and it bursts into a fireball.
Oh, shit. Guess I should have paid attention to the red dot.
So it's going to be Minette, Bon, and Boo is going to be affected by this.
Who cast it?
Sklar.
Well, you'll have the damage. Even
Good, because I didn't save.
Does 21 save?
You're gonna quarter it.
No, actually.
No?
No.
Oh.
Mother fucking kraken.
Yeah.
He's still going to quarter it.
You can evasion and then take the resistance. Take 1/4 of the damage.
Resistance?
I give you
okay.
resistance because I attacked Slar.
Did you
Okay,
add
gotcha.
your bless? Your
He did.
okay.
So it's 51 points of damage on the dice. So do what you need to about that. Minette, you hear, "Son of a bitch," and like you look over and Boo like stands up and like cracks her back and cracks her neck.
We tied her up, right?
Oh yeah.
She has monocles.
Manacles.
Manacles.
Not anymore on the getting out. Yeah.
I thought she was unconscious. What's going on?
She
now?
was unconscious.
So she
She
regained
took damage.
consciousness and slipped the manacles.
Yep.
She was playing with us.
So she gets up, she looks over, and she says, "Oh shit, you guys woke him up?" And then she like sits down real quick next to you, and she like grabs at her side, and then she looks at you, Minette, and she's like, "Where's my sword?"
I have no idea what you're talking about, lady.
So she's gonna act on Devo's turn from now on. So that was a free action. because he just dropped concentration. And then you see this yellow-green fog appear in the center of the ship. And it is a 20-foot radius, so I need Bon, Manette, and Boo to make a save, and Tin, too, please.
What kind of save?
It is a Constitution save, I would think. Let me read real quick.
18? 19?
Oh no.
Maybe this has a different save.
Oh, let's see
I
here.
fail.
So this yellow-green fog actually like seems to move into your mouth and nose forcefully and into your lungs.
It's an inhaled effect, you say?
It is.
I have advantage or something based on that because of the wind gloves I have.
Oh,
I'll
okay,
have to
cool.
look up these
You
specifics.
do that. So, anyways,
Not a thing that happens often,
yeah,
but
everybody
got
else, 20 points of damage. So, I believe you have it.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
Any creature that is not me. So you gotta make a con save.
Okay,
plus,
so
then.
I have
Oh.
advantage on saving throws against poisonous gases, inhaled poisons, and similar effects.
Nice.
Cool.
Okay.
Counts?
Yep.
Cool. Does a 26 save?
A 26 does save.
So you take 5.
Holy
Fuck
shit,
outta here.
yeah.
I rolled a 7 the first time. I was like, shit, that's not going to be good enough. But an 18's pretty fucking good.
I rolled a 2
Oh, no more bless.
temporarily.
Okay, so Bon, it's the start of your turn, and the ship is continuing to move, and that cloud actually moves down the ship now, because you're moving through it, basically, and it hits Devo, and she seems to not be doing good. What do you do?
I'm gonna hover in the air and let the ship pass me by. I'm gonna keep gusting of winding at it,
At the ship?
at the ship.
Okay, cool. Nice. I'm actually going to give you a point of inspiration for that if you don't have it already.
How far away is the Kraken from the ship now?
The ship is not falling anymore. It is,
Is there vertical distance though?
yeah, 100 foot.
Okay.
Yep.
Or I mean
So-
horizontal, sorry.
Yes, but not much. It's like
Okay,
10
so
foot.
we're still just
You guys
gonna
outran
say
it by a
100
little bit.
foot for like spells and all that.
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. It's basically, think of this as like just a chase scene at this point. Yeah. So what do you? That's what you're doing, Bon?
Yeah, I'm gonna cure myself a little bit too.
Okay. Cool.
Oh, can I do that?
You can use your racial, because it's not an actual spell cast and it's ability.
Are you moving anywhere? Or are you just sticking to where you're at?
I'm gonna stick a little bit behind the ship,
Okay. Okay.
so I'll be flapping along.
Oh, you're flying behind it now? Okay, cool. It is now Tin. Your turn, yeah.
I am going to activate my Wings of Flying.
Okay.
And as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Bless. This time, since Manette's on the ship, I'm going to do Manette, Kenny, and Bon.
I'm too far.
Oh. Is it
So you
30
can get
feet?
you
or...
get yourself.
Yeah, he's 60 feet.
I leapt off the ship.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yep.
I'll do myself then with that.
Okay.
And
Bless.
then, can I did an action and a bonus. Can I still move?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I'm just going to go up like 10, 15 feet so that I'm
Okay.
not affected by the fog.
Okay. Okay. You're gonna
Poisonous
like
gas.
go up the mast.
Actually, I'm going to go sideways.
Okay.
So that way I'm still at 100-foot range, but I'm not in the poison gas
Yeah.
fog.
Yeah. At like that poison gas is now like on the back side of the ship, so
Oh,
it's
okay.
because the ship moved through it basically. Okay, that sounds good. You're definitely outside of the fog at this point. Hey everyone, I'm DM Allen. Welcome back for another episode. This is Season 2, Episode 36. Thank you so much for joining us. It has been absolutely fantastic doing this show with you guys. I I am really excited to keep moving forward, and what makes me so excited is when you guys share and talk about the show. So thank you so much for doing that. And if you haven't already, go follow us on Twitter. We're at DM's Table, and if you want to talk about the show, use hashtag #RollWithAdvantage. That's a great way for us to consolidate everything into a nice little hashtag package. If you're on Facebook, we are at the DM's Table. Check us out over there as well. This week, we're sponsored by Audible. Audible is an amazing audiobook platform that has over 180,000 books to choose from. Whether you're on your iPhone or on your Android device, you can play these from anywhere because you know what? You can download them. Roll with Advantage listeners get a free audiobook download with a 30-day free trial. All you got to do is go to audibletrial.com/RWA. Go try it out now and help support the show. This week, I'm making the book recommendations, and I've got a personal favorite to recommend to you. It is Homeland by R.A. Salvatore. This is the first book that follows the legendary character Dritz Duerden completely. It is absolutely fantastic. What I love about it is it dives into drow culture and really shows like that good can still come from such an evil culture and in such an evil place. Salvatore just digs in and really develops characters that you hate and love, and it is just an amazing book. You guys gotta go check it out. At the very least, make sure this is on your end of 2019 book list if you haven't listened to it or read it before. Now let's also talk about Incompetech. Incompetech.com has been with us from the start. They are a phenomenal audio platform that has just mind-blowing scores, and almost all of it is free. So that means you can use them in your home games, you can use them, in normal listening, and you can even listen to them while like you're adventure writing, preparing for your next session. They are inspiring works that get you right in the mood, and I highly recommend them. That's Incompetech.com. Go check them out. All right, I'm not going to waste any more of your time. Let's get back to this amazing episode. See you out on the internet, guys. Bye. Keo, he's going to attack with his repeater. Now that it's going, basically it's a single action to fire and reload. It is not going to hit. It misses. Kinian, your turn.
How far is the Kraken from me at this point with me falling?
40 feet. Until the end of your turn.
I reach back and grab my flapping cloak to slow my fall.
Okay.
And basically launch myself with my movement. Ideally for his maw. Like, I'm going right for his face.
Okay. And
when I get about 10 feet away, I let go of the cloak to maintain like momentum.
Yeah.
And the axe pops out of my quiver
to strike.
And I catch it and swing using all my momentum right at his face.
That's legit. Okay. Yeah. I like that. So you do that. You grab onto your cloak and slow your descent, kind of like a flying squirrel. And the last moment you do that swing, go ahead and do your attack.
20 hits.
Yeah.
33 points of slashing.
Okay.
And I swing again.
All from magical, right?
Yeah. And 18 hits.
18 does hit, yes.
Yeah. 28 points of damage. And with the second swing, I want to like hang on to the hilt of the axe and hopefully like bury it into Carapace or in his face or something like that. Like give him some bad jewelry.
Okay. All right. He grabs you with his tentacle. He attacks at you first to grapple you. And that is going to... Is it disadvantage or no disadvantage against you?
He's got advantage.
Oh, he's got advantage. Okay. Okay. That's gonna hit at a ridiculous number, 28, I think.
Yeah, that hits.
And then you take 25 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are grappled. And it is now Minette's turn.
I'm gonna shoot him.
Okay.
You have sneak attack now. If you can hit. Oh,
Yeah.
That's a miss.
Yeah? Oh no.
I rolled a 1. So this die is
Minette!
going to the fuck off bag.
Make sure you don't fuck up.
No pressure or anything.
Are you giving him advantage?
Yeah.
Nice. So you take his point of inspiration.
22.
Yeah, that hits.
Sneaky, sneaky.
Good idea, Bon.
Ooh, not bad.
Too bad the Kraken has 10 million hit points.
Yeah.
32 points of damage.
It flings Kinian into the air. Kinian, you go flying 60 feet into the air towards the ship.
Do I get a swing at him, or is this just?
Nope.
Whee!
Nope. You are a object at this point.
Oh, baby.
Of
Treat
his
me like an
desire.
object.
So you are mid-air right now. You're at the apex of your height. And it is now.
This is a good fight to have this damn cloak.
Yeah.
No kidding.
It's Devo and Boone's turn. Bon, you see Devo's infernal, her tattoos around the edge of her head. They start to like turn red and burn. And
You said Devo is doing this. Is this Boo?
no, Boo. Boo. Yeah.
Boo, what
Did I
level's Boo?
What level is Boo? She looks fairly advanced. You see her starting to cast a spell, and she Eldritch blasts him, or attempts to, anyways.
Slarka.
Yeah.
She's attacking. Yeah, correct.
That is 26 points of damage. Minette, you see this clearly as well. She's just got her hand like outstretched, like pew pew pew.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah.
Pew pew and like a.
Like a real person.
Like a real person.
Yeah. So, let's see. Bon, what's your fly speed?
60,
My
I
hasted
think.
fly speed?
No, just your regular fly speed.
It's essentially my movement.
Okay. Okay. Oh, that's right. So
So the
Devo
Asmar-
jumps off of the ship and flies down towards Kinian and snatches him up. That's all she can do. It is. Yeah.
I'm
yeah.
like a
She's
slumped over
winged
cat.
out. Yeah, yeah. You're.
Can she
She's got you
carry
by
me?
the armpits. Yeah. She's strong as fuck, dude.
Okay.
You're like a
Strong
damsel
as
in
F-
distress.
Because without my gear, I'm like 285.
Dude, she's strong. She's beast mode. She's all fighter. So, anyways, Bon, it's your turn. Oh
No-
wait,
No crackle action.
yep. So that is true. So no crackle action. So lightning.
Wow.
A bolt of lightning appears from a cloud that forms just below Kinian. Kinian, you need to make a save for me, please.
Does everybody take psychic damage from that?
A dex save at disadvantage.
Well, then for me, it's a straight roll, but
Okay.
it won't matter. I won't make it.
Okay. You take.
A lot of damage.
We're not gonna make it. No, we ain't gonna make it. We can't make any saves at all against the.
29 points of damage. The electricity runs through you and zaps Devo as well. You feel her grip tighten on you as her muscles refuse to release.
Only half to her.
Okay. It is now Sklar's turn, and he is going to use a spell slot, and you see the skies overhead they darken further, and you see like this, like almost like everything up in the clouds that were there, it starts like raining heavily. Bon, your turn.
I stopped gusting of winding. That makes a lot of sense. I'm really on top of my speaking game
That's okay.
today.
That's okay.
I turn at a 90-degree angle from the ship and Slarkrethel, and I dash off into the distance.
Like you run?
Yeah, essentially, yep. And I shout out, "I got your stupid piece of 6."
Okay.
So,
you move 220 feet.
not quite. I'm going to move 110 and use my haste action to take the dodge action.
Okay. Nice. Tin, it's your turn.
I am going to position myself to be 60 feet away from Sarkrethel. And then I'm going to use Flame Strike. Sarkrethel needs to do a dex saving throw.
There's no plus to it.
He's the size of a house.
He's the size of several houses.
10. Yes.
He fails.
10. Oh, I'm sorry. It is 18. He's proficient in it.
So fire damage is 10. So 5. 15 radiant. So 7 radiant.
All right. Keo is going to give up on that repeater. It's just not working for him. So he
Must be in his engineering.
Yeah, it must be. So he's going to spend some sorcerer points, and he's going to quicken a fireball. Sklar doesn't make it, and then he's also, I think he can cast another fireball on top of that, right?
No.
No. Oh, that's
Only
right.
one leveled spell, so
That's right. So he can do a cantrip.
Yep.
That's right. And then he's going to do probably a firebolt. Yeah, a firebolt.
Both of which he adds his charisma to the damage.
Nice. Okay.
Fire spells.
Yeah, he hit. 17 plus 9.
26.
26. Okay.
I'm sorry, did I say 26? I meant 512.
Just enough. No. 29. Kinian, what are you doing?
How far away from the Kraken am I right now?
You are 60 feet in the air.
Like dangling above him?
Yep, in this Asimar's arms. Basically, she's got you by the armpits.
I ask her to drop me.
Are you sure that monster can kill you?
Nah, I've seen worse.
And she just lets you go, and you torpedo down, like straight arm, straight leg, just like.
Is he right beneath me?
No, you're in a parabolic arc because he threw you. So no, he's not directly beneath you.
Well, shit. I'm descending, and falling fast. Is it 60 feet to the water?
Yeah.
Shit. I throw a javelin and then grab for my cloak,
Okay.
if that's cool.
Yep.
I throw and miss with a 17. So I'd be about
20 feet.
20 feet,
I like that.
20 feet, 10 feet off the water.
Yeah. You can like buzz it, just like
Yeah.
skim past it. And
I shoot. Because that's what I do.
yeah, that's what you do best.
That's what you do.
You still got bluff.
Yeah, I know. But even with Bless maxed out, I get to 50.
No.
No. All right.
Rolling them twos. Didn't cast Mend. That's the problem.
Yep. So
There's still time.
so Devo won't let you go alone, and she drops her wings and goes into like a skydiver's dive.
Okay.
And is kind of trying to follow your trajectory.
She probably flies a lot better than this
Yeah.
little
Oh
squirrel.
yeah. Yeah. She's making it look very graceful. She's done this very often. Boone is going to do the same thing. She is going to Eldritch Blast, and That is a... Not gonna make it. Now it's Slar's turn. Slarkrethel is going to do this. He's actually gonna bounce, though. He just swims. So he's swimming after Bon. So he's swimming west as Bon is swimming. Everybody else is moving east. So other than Minette, basically, Slarkrethel is out of attack range. Kinian and Devo are pursuing.
So wait, how far did he move?
He's got a swim speed of 60 feet. So
He's still in range for my spells then.
but his turn ends, and so the boat moves 60.
I'm flying.
Oh, that's right. God damn it. I keep forgetting. So there's just so much. Yeah, so you can pursue as well. Everybody on the boat is well outside of range other than Minette. Just before it's Bon's turn, Bon, he is going to send a lightning storm at you. So I need you to make a dex save, please.
You're blessed.
27.
Yeah, that makes it. So this lightning storm actually like coalesces around you, and there's like lightning striking down into the ocean, and you're just like ducking and weaving between where these lightning bolts like strike down through.
It's super graceful.
Yeah, it's like legit, and you fold your wings in and like spin between these two. It's just super cool. It's super cool.
I haven't flown in a while. I'm showing off.
Yeah, just stretching those muscles. It is your turn, Bon.
All right, I'm gonna reach into my robes, take the piece of 6, and go. And put it back in.
Oh man.
And I'm gonna continue to fly away from the ship.
Okay, how fast? As fast as your wings can take you?
Not quite that fast. I'm gonna keep ahead of what I've seen Slar capable of, so that I don't feel too endangered.
You're goading him, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't want to lose him, but you also don't want to get caught by him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna continue the dodge action as well.
While you're
Okay.
hasted, there's no possible chance that he could ever catch you.
No.
Nope.
So, Tin, your turn.
So, does Slarkrethel still seem to be like very healthy and full of vitality, or does he look like he's been a little beat up?
He looks kind of beat up. He looks like a legendary monster.
I'm gonna use Control Water and cast Whirlpool.
Okay.
And I definitely put it like right next to Slarkrethel.
Okay. Like in front of him or behind him? He's running away from the ship towards Bon.
Okay, well then it would actually be in front. Yeah, it'd be in front of him. So yeah, then he can swim away from the vortex, making strength checks. But first time entering, it's a strength saving throw. So what's his strength save?
He just chooses to fail.
To fail, that's interesting. So that is 7 bludgeoning damage, and he is caught in the vortex until the spell ends. He can use his action to try to swim away, but has disadvantage on strength checks.
Okay. Awesome. So, Kyo is well out of range to be any sort of effective.
Oh,
No,
and
he's got the meta points that he can.
Oh,
double
that's
the
right.
distance.
He can. Yeah, you're right.
just
for
real
firebolt.
quick to interrupt, sorry.
Yep. Go for
Range on the spell is 300 feet, so I'm probably a comfortable 120 feet away.
it. Okay. Sounds good. Yeah, he is gonna distance his spell. Okay, so he distances a fireball. Nat 20. No,
That's
that's
the
Oh.
save.
bad nat
Oh,
20.
I thought that was Kyo's attack.
Fireball strikes. It is Kinian, your turn. What's your speed on your cloak?
40.
40? Okay.
How far is this beast?
This guy is 80 feet away from you and continuing to run.
I dash and basically attempt to grab onto him. Like, make purchase onto him
Okay.
while he's getting away, because I know I can't keep up.
I like how we're like now suddenly chasing down the
Yeah.
Kraken. Like, bitch, you're not getting away.
Get back here. Okay.
And I do call out, nobody sinks my ship but the captain.
But the
It-
captain.
It notices you and uses a legendary action to attack you with one of its tentacles. That is going to be a 26.
He hits. He's holding me then.
Yep. You are grappled and restrained. 23 points of bludgeoning damage. Grappled and restrained. And now it is Manette's turn.
Do I perchance have advantage on him because I'm so far away from his perspective?
No.
No.
Nope.
You still get sneakies.
I do, but I want a chance at critical.
You do 5%.
Just
Yeah, I want a
roll.
better chance
Just
at critical.
5%.
Well, that's a 20 to hit. Modified.
You're doing it.
29 points of damage.
All right.
And if the ship is still moving away from him,
Yeah.
I'm gonna hop on the broom
Okay. And pursue?
and pursue
Jesus
him
Christ. All right.
slowly.
Nobody messes with
He's-
us and lives.
He's not out of range yet. I don't need to worry.
All right. Yeah, you're just putzing along.
I just kind of step on the broom and the ship continues off. And I'm just kind of standing there.
Nice.
Who the hell's driving that thing? No one.
Boo. Boo now has a ship.
Boo does run over and grab onto the helm, which isn't really going to do anything because you don't steer like that. It is going to be... Let's see, Devo tries to keep pace, but she can only move 60 feet, so she is outside of... She's outside of range.
She's also hasted.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah, she makes it.
She's got
So
me.
she makes it to Slar, and she says, Kenyon, I want you to attack that thing. Take it down.
And I respond, yes, ma'am. So I'm attacking at disadvantage. Is that accurate?
Yes, because you're grappled.
And it's not my turn, so I can't reckless to counter it.
And this is a-
19 works because I still do it like a fool in power attack. And I'm going to Orcish Fury, so I can add another d12.
Okay.
49 points of damage. I appreciate that because that gives everyone resistance again.
Yeah.
Yay.
She, I believe she gets to still attack, correct? Because that's a
She gives up one of her
One of
attacks.
her attacks,
So
yeah.
she still has her regular attack.
Yep, a couple of her attacks. She is going to, she pulls out this hilt, and you see like the hilt has no blade attached to it, and then she like mutters a word, and you see this beam of sunlight burst from the hilt forward, like a sword, and she cuts towards the Kraken. And she is going to hit. Sklar Krethel moves through the whirlpool with no problem. In fact, like, I think at this point, like, it disrupts the water so heavily that after it moves through it, it almost looks like the whirlpool isn't moving again. It, of course, is still there, but it disrupted it. And it tries to keep pace with Bon more. It throws a shark at you.
Throws a shark at me.
Yes. Yes. So a giant shark comes at you.
You've had bad experiences with these giant
Yes,
sharks.
yes, I
Yes, you have.
Deck save or anything?
I think it's just an attack.
It's an attack.
That's a disadvantage attack then.
Okay. 24.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
That bites.
No, because it's actually dead.
Oh shit! I killed it. I killed it.
And
Killed it with my body.
2 giant sharks.
so it throws this dead shark at you, and Bong, like, you quick look over your shoulder as you're trying to gauge your pace, and you see this shark with like a mouth like full of water, and it hits you, and you take 17 points of bludgeoning damage, and then I need you to make a athletics or acrobatics as this dead shark tries to grapple you.
The dead shark is grappling me?
Yeah, as the water from the inside of the dead shark.
Oh,
Nice.
Sorry,
What
go
is
ahead. That's 28.
28. Yeah, that does it. So the water from inside the dead shark bursts forth from the mouth and the gills, and these pseudopods come out and try to wrap around you.
Fucking pseudopods.
So this is a shark shuttle for pseudopods.
Yes, for water elementals. Yes.
Hot pocket.
It's a shark. It's a shark pedo.
Is this from the book, or are you
No,
making
fuck
this
no.
shit up? Okay.
Nothing is
Yeah.
in the book anymore.
On
So-
page 253, it says you can stick a water elemental in a dead shark's mouth.
I just wanted to know if I should give the credit to Alan or to Wizards.
I bow. I've been wanting to tell you guys about this apparatus for a while now.
Elemental delivery system.
That's right. Pushes up glasses.
Hey,
So, anyways,
listen, I'm
you
gonna give
avoided
the water elemental inspiration because that was.
What? No, I don't think so. It misses, or you slip through its watery grasp, and the shark and the elemental start falling as you do as well. I need you to make a dex save, please, to try and catch yourself in this tumble.
27.
Okay, so yeah, you're struck by the shark, and you kind of like spin and you lose a little bit of altitude, but you're still going forward. So like you do like this flip roll and then recovery and
You should
continue.
have jumped the shark.
But
Yeah,
shit.
like the Fonz. Yeah. It is your turn, Bon.
I say, oh man, I'm practically untouchable because of this piece of 6 I've got.
God.
And I continue
You're
flying
tempting
away.
fate, Adam.
Yeah. Yeah, you
Dodgy,
are.
dodgy, fly away. Oh, and with my real action, I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on myself.
There it is.
Just like subtly, like when you're flying away, like, I haven't heard it all.
Hey, thank you so much for listening. What a fantastic episode. We cannot wait for next week's episode. We hope you stick around to find out what happens next. If you want to find out more about the show, about our characters, or things like that, go check us out on dmstable.com/RWA. DM's Table has got information on how to contact us through Twitter or Facebook or things like that. Go check it out, and we'll see you out on the internet. See ya.